I started last week's episode with a 10-minute rant on guns and video games as it contains to video games being the cause of gun violence. And I said it was absolutely ridiculous. Gun reform laws and whatnots, nothing is going to change. And this past week, President Trump has come out and said video games are glorified violence. And I am aware that Walmart will be pulling violent video game ads from their stores, which again will do absolutely nothing to solve the problem that is gun violence, especially when Walmarts that sell guns will continue to sell the actual fucking problem in their store. Now, I'm not going to go on another rant. I'm just going to simply say that video games are not glorified violence. I think that is probably the biggest lie I've ever heard. And, you know, almost every genre of video game out there has some kind of violent aspect to it. That's why even games that are rated E for everyone still has fantasy violence or cartoon violence or whatever, because it's just an aspect of video games. Video games are meant to be entertaining, and games are not created solely to be a tool to teach people how to be murderous fucking psychopaths. Video games are made for entertainment purposes only and to help people escape from their day-to-day lives when, someone has a long day or a hard day at work and you just want to sit down and relax, and maybe a video game or two is how somebody does that, And Walmart pulling violent game ads, it's not going to do anything, especially when they still are going to keep selling the guns in their stores anyways. Absolutely ridiculous. It really is. But I'm not going to rant on it this time, so as it is, I've already talked 2.5 minutes about that. So with that being said, folks, this is episode 36 of the Game Corner podcast. And I want you guys to follow me and the awesome voice actress Erin Fitzgerald on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. All the links in the description box down below as always. We got 7 pieces of news to go over this week, and some of it interesting, some of it smaller news. So start off with loot boxes. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo will now be required to give more information on loot boxes going forward. This is from a statement from the Entertainment Software Association, the ESA, who is also responsible for the ESRB rating board that we have. The ESA has revealed that Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft are working on new policies that will require the odds for loot boxes in games published on their platforms to be disclosed going forward. The news follows growing concerns about predatory practices that might be present via in-game purchases, which led the ESRB to include an additional label for games with microtransactions. Unless you're Crash Team Racing, then you wait until the game's on the shelves before you add shit like that into your game. Oh yeah, I heard about that one. This update will apply if loot boxes are added there as well. New practices are targeted to be implemented beginning in 2020. Other companies who are already committed to these policies and practices include Activision, Blizzard, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Bungie, EA, Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, Take-Two Interactive, Ubisoft, Warner Bros. Entertainment, and Wizards of the Coast. Quite honestly, just get rid of them. Just get rid of loot boxes. Remember back in the day when games were played, and the more you played, the more stuff you unlocked, and it gave you a reason to keep playing, because you wanted to unlock all the good stuff in the game, all the extra skins, all the unlockable game modes, new stages, and whatever, characters, and in some games. But no, they got rid of that. No, It's like, hey, you want to unlock all this stuff? Give us more money. Give us more money for a chance to get what you want. I still see it as a form of gambling, and regardless of disclosing the odds of getting what you want, still a problem. All right. Uh, Next up, let's talk about Pokemon Sword and Shield, the recap news. Let's recap the latest news from the game, shall we? So, recently there are new Galarian forms of Pokemon revealed. The new rivals, Team Yell, who is the new, I guess, the organization in the game, as well as something called Pokejobs. So, um, Galarian form Pokemon, we have Galarian Weezing, which, I'll be honest, this looks really stupid, in my opinion. It just doesn't look very cool. It's Poison Gas Pokemon, Poison Fairy type. So now, not only will Weezing be weak against Psychic types, it will now be weak against Steel types as well. I think Fighting types are strong against Fairy. I don't remember. It's still going to keep its Levitate ability, so I don't care about this Pokemon. I really don't. So, Galarian Weezing consumes polluted air and poisonous gases for sustenance. The air and gases absorbed will have toxins removed before being spewed out again. Of Weezing's head. Apparently, the air produced through the purification process is very clean. So, I guess Weezing's not such a bad Pokemon anymore. The toxins accumulated within Weezing's body from its concentrated poison gas clouds that leak out and drift around it. The gas is so potent that even a whiff is enough to stun and immobilize an opponent. It is Weezing's best weapon during battle. So are you saying that Weezing is going to be able to paralyze Pokemon now? So now we have Galarian Zigzagoon, which looks more like a regular raccoon, only the colors are reversed. Galarian Zigzagoon adds the Dark type, so now it's going to be four times weak against Fighting types. It will also be now weak against Bug types and Fairy types, because yeah, that's a thing. So this actually does not help this Pokemon at all. Because now it gains twice the damage against Fighting types, and it gains 2 more weaknesses. So Zigzagoon of the Galar region moves about however they like and never settle down. They're known to inhabit all areas of the region, including fields, forests, and even towns. There is some speculation that the zigzag movements of a Zigzagoon in the regions stem from the restless nature of Galarian Zigzagoon, which is considered to be the oldest branch of the species. Galarian Zigzagoon enjoy battles and will charge at people and other Pokemon in an attempt to provoke a fight. This behavior usually succeeds in starting a battle with other Pokemon, but humans tend to think Galarian Zigzagoon is just playing or showing affection. It seems to cause Galarian Zigzagoon some frustration when people don't get angry, even though it's trying to provoke them. Linoon, Galarian Linoon, obviously the evolution of Zigzagoon. Same as what I said before. Galarian Linoon can reach speeds of over 60 miles an hour, and can deliver devastating tackles and headbutts. These attacks have enough destructive force to even knock away a car, but they can also throw Linoon off balance if they miss. Galarian Linoon are rash and fearless. They will recklessly pick fights, even with opponents stronger than themselves. Fearlessness, as well as their tendency to attack opponents head on, make Galarian Linoon very popular amongst the disaffected youths of the Galar region, who have nowhere to direct their frustration and anger. And now we have a new Pokemon called Obstagoon. I don't know if it's going to be a Galar form exclusive evolution, or if regular Linoon will gain this third stage. Category Obstagoon is a blocking Pokemon, hence the word Obsta for obstacle in its name. Dark normal type. Abilities Reckless and Guts. So it's got different abilities, same weaknesses as the other two. The Linoon of the Galar region live in harsh conditions compared to those found in other regions, with fierce competition against others of their species. Their survival instincts have been honed as a result, leading to their evolution into Obstagoon. So it sounds like it's going to be a Galar region exclusive evolution, which I don't think has ever been done yet when it comes to Pokemon games. I don't think regional exclusives of old Pokemon have gotten evolutions. Obstagoon is extremely combative. It seems it doesn't often launch the first attack. It'll taunt its opponent, goading it into attacking. When it does, Obstagoon will cross its arms and meet the oncoming attack with an obstructive move. Obstagoon is especially skilled at throwing its opponents off guard and counter-attacking with its sharp claws. New form-changing Pokemon. So we have Morpeko. It's got a different color. Two-sided Pokemon. Electric Dark type, so it'll be weak to Fairy, Fighting, Ground. Fairy, Fighting, and Ground types. Ability Hunger Switch. Morpeko, or Morpeko, I would imagine it's going to be pronounced Morpeko. Morpeko constantly generates electricity with the sacs in its cheeks. So this is the Gen 8 Pikachu clone, or Pikachu ripoff, I guess. This consumes energy, causing Morpeko to be constantly hungry. This is why Morpeko is always carrying around berry seeds. Protecting them with care, they serve as a snack. When experiencing prolonged hunger, the balance of hormones within Morpeko's body changes. This causes its fur color to change and triggers more aggressive and volatile behavior. The energy stored in its cheeks also changes from electric type to dark type. That's pretty cool. That's an interesting Pokemon, sounds like. Its ability Hunger Switch allows it to change forms. Morpeko's Hunger Switch ability is a new ability introduced in these titles. The ability causes Morpeko to change its appearance each turn. Morpeko's signature move, Aura Wheel, changes type depending on Morpeko's form. In full belly mode, the move is electric type. In hungry or hangry mode, hangry being a meme, the move will be a dark type move. That's pretty interesting. I actually like that. That's pretty cool. New rival, we have Beatty. Beatty is one of your rivals who is skilled at Pokemon battles and has pride to match. He's joined the Gym Challenge, having received his endorsement from Rose, the champion of the Galar Pokemon League. While he clearly is aiming to become champion, he seems to have other objectives as well. We have Marnie. Is that how you pronounce the name? Oh no, Marnie? Marnie. Or Marnie. I have no idea. Marnie is one of your rivals who has a competitive side. Together with her partner Morpeko, she aims to become the champion of the Galar region in order to accomplish a certain goal. She has many passionate fans thanks to her sense of style and calm, calculated battle strategies. She also looks gothic. That's interesting. I like the look. Pretty cool. Team Yell is your new idiotic group in the game, and they look absolutely ridiculous if you ask me. Team Yell is a group of troublemakers who seem to appear wherever the gym challenges take you, and who attempts to get in your way at every opportunity. They want nothing more than Marnie to become champion, and they will try to obstruct other challengers in all sorts of ways. They will take over hotel lobbies, prevent other challengers from accessing transportation, and even shout and distract opponents during battle. Even Marnie battles, it seems these Team Yell grunts are quick to appear, showing their support with Marnie print towels and also air horns. You have to face them many times during your travels. Fantastic. Sounds retarded. They'll try to get in the way of gym challengers. Marnie seems to be able to get them to stop, though. I should hope so. Pokejobs. In the Galar region, it is very common for people and Pokemon to work together. Many cooperations and universities request the help of Pokemon through what is known as Pokejobs. You can check available jobs at the Rotom and Pokemon centers, and you'll be able to send Pokemon from your boxes directly to any job you accept. The Pokemon you send will help out with the jobs, and the experience will even help them grow. There are many different Pokejobs available. You'll find that certain Pokemon types are suited for specific jobs. Helping out for a long time, or sending as many Pokemon as you can to a job, can also net some good results. You might even receive some rare items. Very interesting. There are many places requesting the help of Pokemon, including corporations and universities. Choose the Pokemon you want to send to a Pokejob from your Pokemon box. Each Pokemon sent to a job will come back having grown from their experience. They'll receive rewards like EXP points or base points. Based on how much they get will be dependent on factors like how long they work and their types. The Rotom or the Rotami, you're a new helper in Pokemon centers with a ton of features. You can accept jobs. You can find them in every Pokemon center of the Galar region. They have different features aside from Pokejobs too. You can access your boxes, or even have a go at the Lotto ID. So this pretty much replaces the PC system in this game. It kind of looks like an ATM machine. That's what it reminds me of, anyways, looking at it. Sword and Shield, of course, comes out November 15th for the Nintendo Switch. So there's your news recap on that game. I think it's kind of interesting. You know, it's I don't understand why people are so up in arms about not every Pokemon being in the game. I'm sure over time they'll probably patch more Pokemon in, but they want to see how the game goes first. I know I am a little disappointed that some of my favorite Pokemon might not be in the game, but it is what it is. I buy the new games and whatnot to see the new Pokemon and experience the new journey. I don't always want to use the same Pokemon over and over again. And if you transfer over your teams from older games, they're already higher leveled, and you'll just cheese right through the game with them. So, that defeats the purpose of buying the game completely in the first place. Sega Gamescom 2019 teasing a mystery AAA game. In a PR email, Sega has revealed that they will be revealing a new AAA title at Gamescom 2019. No details have been given out regarding this mystery title, although we do know from March that a new Sonic game is in development. The new AAA title is set to appear at Gamescom alongside Catherine Full Body and Two Point Hospital. The Sega Genesis slash Mega Drive Mini will also be available to try. Gamescom 2019 will be held from August 20th to 24th. The show is being held in Cologne, Germany, and Sega aren't the only ones with something new to show off. Hideo Kojima confirmed that Death Stranding is getting a new exclusive new look at the event. Whatever the new game is, I don't think it's going to be a Sonic game because we already know that 2021 is going to be Sonic's next big year. So I don't think we're going to see the new Sonic game revealed this early because we still have anywhere from 16 to 16 months to another 2, maybe almost 2.5 years even, until we see something new from Sonic. You know, excluding the movie, which is either going to be good or it's going to be so bad it's good. Or it's just going to be bad. Nonetheless, when the news comes up, I will be talking about it right here on the podcast, more than likely. The new Need for Speed game will be revealed this Wednesday, August 14th. Electronic Arts is set to reveal a new Need for Speed game on the game's official website, set to be unveiled on August 14th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The last entry in the series was Need for Speed Payback for PS4, Xbox One, and PC in 2017. While we don't have any details on the new game, EA previously stated that a new Need for Speed installment was in development and expected to release before the end of March 2020. So, if it doesn't launch this year, it'll launch early next year, which I'm totally fine with. I don't need another good fucking game that I'm going to want to play this year because I'm already so far behind as it is. Quite honestly, I was not expecting a new Need for Speed game until the new consoles came out. I thought they were saving it. And maybe they still might do this. Who knows? I thought they were going to save it to be a launch title for the new consoles at the end of next year. Because if you remember, back at near the end of 2013, Need for Speed Rivals was a launch title for the PS4, and I think it was also a launch title on the Xbox One as well. But nevertheless, Need for Speed Payback was a really good game, and the game ends. The game's ending certainly spells a possible sequel. So this may be a sequel to that, or it may be something different altogether. Whatever the case, I may do a video covering it on Wednesday, or I might just include it in the next episode of the podcast, depending on how long the reveal trailer is, if there's going to be any kind of discussion on the game. I don't know. But there will be talks about it next week. I really don't know. So with that being said, definitely interesting. Okay. Cardfight Vanguard EX trailer shows off characters and card fights on PS4 and Nintendo Switch. I hope this game comes out of Japan. I really do. Hopefully, if it does come out of Japan, it'll wash away the sour taste that Bushiroad left us with the Card Fight Vanguard Online closed beta, which was really good. That game was awesome. I loved it. So I'm hoping this game comes out of Japan because I really want to play it. So we haven't heard much from Cardfight Vanguard EX for the PS4 and Switch, but now the September release is approaching, and Fu Ryu shared a new trailer featuring members from the band Enganavis. I probably butchered that name. Looks like the game is going to release in Japan on September 19th. So, a little over a month away. The main theme in the trailer is called Starting Over, performed by Enganavis. I still probably butchered that name. The trailer gives us a look at some card fights and some of its many characters set to make an appearance in the game. You can check out more gameplay, blah blah blah. Cardfight Vanguard EX releases PS4 Japan on September 19th. Yep. So there's really not much more information on the game. Given the banner that I'm looking at here, it looks like Aichi and Kai and Ren. I see Kamui, Miwa. I see oh my god, what the fuck's her name? Oh my god, what is it? Misaki? Is that her name? Misaki, the girl all the way on the right, as well as other characters from other seasons. I'm not fully caught up on the Vanguard anime, so I don't know all of the characters. I see Korin here too, though, so that's pretty cool. Certainly interested for this game. I really do want to play it. Looking forward to it. Hope it comes out of Japan. Or if the game doesn't come out of Japan and I have to play it on the PS4 or the Switch, I'm hoping the game will come with a English translation. You know, English as a second language, so I could actually enjoy the game. Anyway, Capcom hiring Resident Evil fans in the United States to test a new game. Capcom began sending Biohazard ambassadors in Japan an email inviting them to participate in a test for a new Resident Evil game in September 2019. Now the emails are apparently going out to people who are a part of the United States Resident Evil Ambassador program. In the message it states it is also a chance for people to test out an in-development game in September 2019. While the Japanese Biohazard Ambassador event will be held in Shinjuku, Tokyo on September 8th and 9th, there are more dates for the Resident Evil Ambassador event on September 20th and 21st. People in LA will be able to attend the event on September 23rd and 24th. One will take place in New York. They must be a member of the program and have played a Resident Evil game before. Not everyone who applies will be picked, and those who have have to find their own way. So you have to travel yourself. You're not getting covered expenses or whatever. So Capcom did not provide any details about what the Resident Evil game could be. All the emails shared online noted is that it is a new game in early development, so it's pretty much like in pre-alpha stage probably. So that's interesting. And for those who don't know, Resident Evil in Japan is called Biohazard, so that's why it's called Biohazard Ambassadors in Japan and Resident Evil Ambassadors in America. Just in case you didn't know that, now you do. And last but not least, another piece of news coming out of Japan, and this guy's a real fucking cunt. 40-year-old man arrested for threatening Square Enix with a, and I quote, repeat of Kyoto Animation from last month. A 40-year-old man named Kenichi Hiratsuka, wow, I didn't think I'd butcher his name, but I think I got it right. Kenichi Hiratsuka was arrested for allegedly sending death threats to Square Enix, including a threat of a repeat of Kyoto Animation, referencing the tragedy that killed 35 people last month. According to the news report, Hiratsuka sent threats to major Shinjuku, Tokyo-based game developer company Square Enix through their official website, with the threats stating, and I quote, "Give me back my money for your shit game. Do you want a repeat of Kyoto Animation?" And so forth. So he made these threats on July 23rd, and we're just hearing about it now. I guess better late than never. Several days after the anime attack, the arson attack at KyoAni. When questioned by the police following his arrest, the man said, quote, "I was pissed off at losing in a game, so I sent the mail," end quote. No further details were shared. No further details were shared in Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. Jesus Christ. This makes it to the second major Square Enix death threat incident which led to an arrest this year, following an incident back in March when a 25-year-old man threatened staff after claiming to have spent more than 200,000 yen on gacha games and didn't get the items they wanted. Well, see there, that's why the loot box system's a fucking problem. That's why you need to get rid of it instead of coming up with every reason to make the government happy so you can keep that bullshit around. Because of shit like that. Even with the odds revealed, it's not going to change much. But getting back to this, this guy I think is a piece of shit. At least, I gotta say one thing, at least he didn't fucking go apeshit and shoot up a place for losing at a game like that jerk dick in Orlando did last year for losing at Madden. But while he's under police custody, I think he should be undergoing mental evaluations. He probably should be put in a psych ward, and he probably shouldn't be allowed to play video games for a while. Yeah, the guy seems to be mentally unstable. He's a fucking goon, it sounds to me. And, yeah, I think the police should keep an eye on him for a while. He should definitely undergo mental treatment. There's got to be something wrong with that guy. I don't know. As many times as I've lost at a game, whether it be difficult or out of not getting what I wanted from a fucking loot box or a gacha system, I've never gone apeshit and threatened a company. I don't know what comes over the people who do this. Doesn't make any sense to me, and I just don't understand it. I really don't. But, yeah, that guy needs help. While the police have him in custody, please get this man some help. And with that being said, guys, that's going to wrap up the Game Corner Podcast, episode 36. Once again, follow me and Erin Fitzgerald on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Links are in the description box down below. Pretty soon, I will be starting up the Extra Life 2019 campaign. So, get ready for that. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, my name is The Rose, and I'll catch your ass down the